Welcome to another session of OpenXcom, the Human Purity Run. Welcome to the Golden Throne, the official name of our headquarters here. Multiple people suggested it. I think it serves well for the occasion. If you've missed the 3 videos up to this point that detailed the run and did initial setup and the first battle, you've got some catching up to do. Don't worry, this video will be waiting for you. You can come back to me. For everyone else, I don't need any more name suggestions. We're good. I had more than 8 base name suggestions. I whittled that down to 8. I have a number of ship name suggestions, which I will select based on what I find most entertaining or suitable for the vessel, and if any of my ships get destroyed, obviously, I'll rename other things. And I have a soldier list consisting of 185 entrants. Folks, there's no feasible way I can lose 185 soldiers. Well, I don't even have... Folks, there's no way that I'm going to lose half of that number of soldiers over the next 14 and a half hours. I will go bankrupt before that transpires. The 3 losses that I suffered last video were on the high end of what I wanted. There was a lot of rust and some basic mistakes there that just ended up infecting. Soldiers cost 40k per, and until I get a factory assembly line set up to sell, equipment, that's an issue for me. Instead of setting up 2 extra bases this month, I'll probably only end up setting up 1 because my financial stability is going to be a bit iffy. It's probably going to end up being an American base. I'll delay setting up the Asian base. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, 185 soldiers. Of course, a few people didn't follow the rules. They tried to hail me on Discord or on live streaming services or on different videos. But for everyone who did, I have a list, and that is basically going to be first come, first serve. Whoever put their name in first is who's going to get soldiers first. So if you were on the tail end of the submissions, you're likely not going to be in this run. Figured I'd let you know. I don't need any more names. We're good on names. Promise you that. A few other notes as well before we really get this Geoscape underway. I have gotten some, advice and banter, and discussion from folks who are more knowledgeable about the game than I am. I have been told that in order to have the tank in the Sky Ranger, the tank, the rocket tank, I'll have to have 8 tank rockets in the Sky Ranger, enough to give it a full complement. Small and large radars in OpenXcom can be stacked just fine. No bug in that, for plus 10% and plus 20% respectively, like bonuses to detection. Equipment is best placed, if it can be, on like the shoulder slots, rather than on a belt. And I might change scroll camera key assignments. We'll see, though. In addition, quite a number of you were skeptical about this run's viability. I assure you, from the, pure raw fact, this is viable. This is most certainly possible. This is not the most challenging run that's ever been done before. The limiting factor here is not, random number generation. It's my skill level. I'm not great at the game. I have, inklings of what I'm doing, but I'm not great at this. It's not a game I'm passionate about. It's not a game that, I know the intricate nuances of, and I am going to have flaws, and I will make mistakes during the battles. I will also end up making mistakes in an attempt to speed up battles. I don't want to spend an exhausting amount of time poring over every possible decision in the turn-based movement, which you certainly could, and you could end up making better movements as a result. I kind of want to get through a number of battles before the 15-hour mark, And it just ends up being that by playing fast and loose, I'm going to make more errors. Just a natural sacrifice. If you can't handle recognizing that live commentary with a bit of a speed up is going to create more errors, you should find another series to watch. I won't fault you for it. I'm just trying to look out for you. And in a sense, look out for me as well. Okay? Okay. Now we got that business taken care of. we're going to head to the Geoscape because I want to refer my interceptors back to base so I can rename them. Obviously, the Sky Ranger is coming home as well from the successful night mission we had, despite not having flares. Regrettably, we lost the lives of Joshua Hearn, Plump Helmet Punk, and Queen Bree. Joshua Hearn is a lamentable case of me flubbing up the proximity grenades and me forgetting the specific rules involving them. Plump and Bree's deaths were avoidable had I mined the front of the medium UFO. It is something that I should have done and did not do, and I paid the consequences. Well, specifically, Plump and Bree paid the consequences, but I have to pay $80,000 to replace them. Which sucks. Anyway, the interceptors arrived, and while they're in base, I'm going to be renaming them to... Let's see, what did I like the most out of the available names for ships? I think it'd be funny if we had a Laughing Breeze here. I'll go ahead and remove this from the list of ship names. And for the second interceptor, I think we'll go with Second Wind. There you go. In addition, let me go ahead and begin the construction of that new base before I forget. As I said, it will be a North American base. I'm not exactly sure where I want to position it. I didn't give this too much thought before I launched the game. And by too much thought, I mean I didn't give it any fucking thought at all. Probably somewhere up north. I want to make sure I cover the full scope of, you know, that Arctic area as well. You know, gotta protect Santa's workshop. Maybe somewhere in this vicinity. You know, don't need to go too far up there. Just want to make sure that Alaska is covered. I think that'll be fine. I'm not gonna obsess too much about it. 800,000 is painful. It does cost $1 million to set up a base in Europe, though. So financially, we made the correct choice. As for the base name, gosh, I had a number of good ones. I think, though, for the second base name, man, they're so good. I know what the base name in Asia is going to be. Had a lot of good ones. We're going to go with Humanus Polyclub. Oh, it doesn't fit. Damn. Alright. Maybe we'll shorten that one a bit later. We'll end up going with the next one. Majestic 12. As for the access lift, I tell you what. We'll deviate. We'll deviate from the initial setup, folks, okay? We're gonna be bold. We're gonna be bold. We're gonna think. I'm actually not trolling you this time. Let's just go ahead and place that there. And we want to build a single hangar and put it here. It leaves us with 600k. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to have to make do with just only the second base. As I'm not going to be able to sell the alien shit. And I'm going to have to replace soldiers. Do I want to place down a radar system here? No. No. I just want to have an interceptor here. That'll be good enough. They have great detection. I just have to send out the interceptor. I say they have great detection. I'm pretty sure it's flawless detection. They just need to, like, be within the vicinity of the UFO. I just want to be able to have, like, reach here in North America. And we'll get started with that. Okay. I should probably end up purchasing a few more soldiers. I lost 3. I guess I'll go ahead and buy 3. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and buy 3. In addition, high explosives. They're pretty pricey. I also don't have any room right now to be making adjustments like that. We'll just go ahead and hire the 3 soldiers right now. And we'll wait for the Sky Ranger to get back here. Alright, back in base. The Yes, one person suggested just leaving it named Yes. I got a number of other interesting ones as well. I even got a name that's going to be for the Avengers, should we ever get around to building that, to go to Cydonia. I guess we're going to call this Lance. This one, this is a reference to Mecha Ace. It's a text-based choose-your-own-adventure that I'm playing interactively with my viewers who watch me live on Beam. And someone suggested Lance, so I think we can do that. I think that'll be fine. Alright, naturally we have 1 available space, and our stores are full up already. So what do we need to get rid of here? When's that second store going to finish? 4 days? Okay. I guess I could just wait the 4 days before I end up buying anything more. And I don't want to, like, fiddle with this stuff, because I want to have one massive bonfire instead of a bunch of little fires, you know? It's a matter of flair. Gotta do it with style. With class. Also, I want to change the order a bit here of these folks. I want to put the folks with the highest rank in the back. Revicane is going to be suitably protected back here. We've got Inferno Canuck. This is a way to basically just protect my quality troops who've gotten promotions. Folks who are rookies, they just need to do better. Lethal. Of course, you will end up leading by example, and as a matter of fact, Lethal, we can't just be having your name as Lethal Feline. That's unacceptable these days. That's simply not good enough. Let me check Twitter, actually, to see how it was specifically spelled. I want to make sure I get this right. Alright. Swoldeer Lethal. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's your diary say, man? Victory, okay. He killed a sectoid with high explosives. Tremendous. And it was a medium scout. Also worth noting, J2 is going to be amazing at throwing nothing. Courtesy of the fact that he only has a strength score of 21. I'm sure he's working on getting swoller. Absolutely sure. Anyway, we have spent, what, over 13 minutes bantering about various things? Geoscapes, man. Just go ahead and actually let some time fly by. How's those graphs? Yep, North America, huh? Ain't that a bitch? Let's see if I can catch any trouble. You know, I'm not expecting this to be successful, but I just, you know, want to see whether I can end up stumbling on any UFOs. North America just seems to be a priority target. I'm not surprised. That's why my second base often ends up going in North America. You know, and there's strong case for it to be your first base. But I do like Europe in part because it covers so many of the funding nations, and building a base in Europe costs a bit more. Especially for a run that is not going to be as flush with cash as runs where you can sell alien shit without a problem. Alright, the new soldiers have arrived. We are going, of course, to be equipping the craft. And, assigning a new one there. Let's see. Bradley Richardson, 39 strength. Base accuracy of 68. Throwing accuracy of 60. I like it. I like how you look there, Bradley Richardson. You are going to be... Where do we start off on this list here? Jeff Porkins. Good work, Jeff. Next here, Ramon Sanchez. 10 bravery, 28 strength, 40 firing accuracy. You are going to be Larian. And Jorge here, George. 67 throwing accuracy. 32 strength, 10 bravery. You are going to be Carlito. Alright. Adjust my notepad thus. Good. Also need to adjust the craft thus. Jeff. There you go. Get in front of the line where you belong, sir. Okay. Go to base. This will allow us to buy some new things here. And I am very much interested in doing so. How many of those rockets do I have? 4. We need to buy another 4, at least, minimum. So let's go ahead and buy 4. That tank is there. And it did cost me a pretty penny, effectively, for terror missions. That's why the tank exists. In addition, let's buy just an assortment of different grenades. And definitely high explosives as well. And if you haven't noticed, I'm using those a bit. And we'll buy 2 stun rods, because eventually I'm going to be touching some people and stunning them. I do need to capture 3 aliens. It's not imperative, though, that I have those right now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Eventually those goods and services will arrive. There you go. And I need to make sure that those goods and services are on the craft. So if you'll bear with me here. Thankfully in OpenXcom, I can just put whatever the hell I want on the ship. And there's not like a unit glitch. Tremendous. These are the happy times. Yeah, that'll do. I'm not going to fuss around too much more with anything. How's the ammunition look? Looks like a thing. Okay. Graphs? Looking about the same, boss. Okay. Alright, those arrived. Good. Just kind of killing time here. How's the research coming along? Average. I haven't hired any new scientists, so I'm not surprised. My engineers are just sitting on their duff still. Not doing anything with them. Oh. Huh. Okay. Alright. We have another landed site here. Obviously, my radar as it exists is not perfect at catching UFOs. And so UFOs can creep into that radar range and land, as the first site did, and I would not have noticed. You know, there's a percentile chance of it being picked up. And if I sent out my craft more regularly, I'd have a much better chance, but I'm not gonna bother micromanaging to that extent. You know, we already spent a lot of time here in this Geoscape vid, but I guess we're gonna take the same tactic of sending out the interceptors to see if we can lurk over this vessel and wait for it. Okay. It looks like next video is going to be another night mission in the United Kingdom versus another landed UFO, probably another medium scout as well. I look forward to talking to you then. Have a good one.